on site. Let's go. That's better.
Sarah Seshoven said, yo yo.
Hey Rush, how you going? How you doing, man? I'm just out for a little ride around town before it gets dark. I've got about maybe an hour and a half before it gets dark. And then afterwards, I will be watching No Medina and seeing what she's up to.
Sarah Seshoven said, good, just got home from groceries.
Oh, nice.
Sarah Seshoven said, hope you're doing well yourself.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Had a quiet couple of days. Got a bunch of work that I should have done, so I'll have to get that done before tomorrow. And then I got the whole weekend to do whatever I want. And I'm planning to do a bunch of stuff to fix up the stream, because I haven't done any of the affiliate stuff yet. So that's like adding emotes and rewards and all that. I got a few ideas, but I need to come up with a few more. I hope it's not too windy for you. I can definitely hear a lot of the wind on my ears at the moment.
Sarah Seshoven said, that's a hassle, but great that you got the steam rolling.
Yeah, it's just part of it.
Said, honestly, if I could go back, I wouldn't have gone affiliate.
Yeah, because they force you to run ads, huh? I've got them on
Sarah Seshoven
basically
said,
the minimum.
nah, wind's alright.
Oh, awesome.
The music is kinda covering it up, but not enough to take over your voice levels.
Yeah, good. That's the main thing. I don't mind a bit of wind noise.
Yeah.
So long as you can still hear everything else. I might turn this up a bit. It's kind of quiet.
Beauty Plays said, 3 meters per hour.
There we go, full volume. Hey, but it plays. Let me have a quick read of that. 3 meters per hour to keep the yeah. So I think that's what I've got it set to, and it's like every half hour, and then I think it delays for half an hour once you originally arrive. So no pre-rolls, and then you get like one ad, and then my streams don't go that long, so. Oh, there's the kangaroos again. They're a bit closer today. See if we can get like a nice close-up. Give me a sec. Actually, I've got to take this out.
Sarah Seshoven said, what mic are you using? Holy laugh.
No, just the phone. Just the phone with like a little windsock on it. So I gotta do that. There we go, now I can actually zoom in. There they are.
Sarah Seshoven said,
So they're just grazing, getting their dinner in. Sometimes you see them just lying on the ground, having a nap. These dudes are always here. They basically live at the golf course.
Beauty Place said, Vicky dear.
There we go. Yeah, so my setup's real simple.
Just another Thursday for us all.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the weekend. The weekend will be good. But got stuff to wrap up before then. Alright, give me a sec. I just got to fix this. I found a little trick I can do, which lets me... Oh, hang on, I've got to do this. There we go. I can lock the screen, so now no matter what I do, I can't accidentally mute it or do anything stupid like that. Oh, we're gonna get attacked by dogs. Vicious little Jack Russells.
Yeah, mate. I mean, this one's...
Sarah Seshogan said, we got a bit of a pack of
Yeah, she's still puppies, basically.
No, they're not. They're 9 and 7.
Yeah, they look like twins, almost.
Mummy and daughter.
Oh, okay. I could never tell.
Yeah.
We used to have a Jack Russell cross. Oh, what was she? Fox Terrier?
That's what it's on.
Yeah, they're so cute.
Pocket rockets.
And their hair just gets everywhere.
Yes,
She had hair like needles.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, let's get back up to speed.
Sarah Seshogan said, can't see the dogs.
See you. Yeah, sorry. Couldn't really get the angle on that. Plus, I don't know if people really want me filming their dogs. We got a bunch of ducks up here, though. Are they going to get out of my way?
Sarah Seshogan said, oh wow, yeah, they're small.
Yeah, little fox terriers.
Sarah Seshogan said, fair enough.
Yeah, we used to have one. Her name was Foxy. And then we had, and she was tiny, but she still weighed about like 10 kilos. And we had a Maltese poodle. He was 4.5. He was nothing. And he lived for like 16 years. So very good value dog, that one. Right now we've got a beagle cross a pug. So they're puggles. We've got 2 of them. And they're cool dogs, but they like to sleep a lot. They get a bit lazy in their old age. How's the angle? Hopefully it's sort of in the middle. I always get worried if I've adjusted it. Should be okay. Yeah, Thursdays are usually a bit quiet on stream, because especially this time, like everyone's still working. But it's already like, what, 7 o'clock here or something? Yeah, 7. But Australia's in a bit of a weird time zone. So it should be like the dead of night in the US right now. And then probably really early in the morning in the UK, in Europe. That doesn't bother me, I just sort of, this is the best time to do the exercise, so that's when I do it. I could go in the mornings, but then I'd have to get up really early, and I don't really want to do that. And during the day, it's not good because the UV is just really strong, you get burnt to a crisp. And the afternoons work good, because if it's too hot, you just wait a bit more and it cools down. Like, I haven't put sunscreen on once since I've started doing this. I haven't been burned yet, because I always just go in the Arvo.
Sarah Seshogan said, New South Wales got the time zone. I think it was Queensland an hour back.
Yeah, Queensland don't do daylight
Same
savings.
time zone.
Yeah, New South Wales is the same as us. Same with Tassie. I think South Australia are like half an hour different. And then you've got Perth, and they're like between 3 and 4 hours difference. Which is like the same as East Coast to West Coast US difference. Like Perth is basically its own little country. They're so remote and isolated. They just kind of do everything themselves. I've only been there once, but it's a cool place. It's a bit different to here. All the houses, they have a metal framing because they get termites. They just chew everything up. So all the houses, like when the
Sarah Seshogan said, Banana Boat or the Skin Cancer Foundation 50 plus SPF, yeah.
Yeah, Banana Boat's good stuff. That's what I use. Yeah, strong stuff. It's so like oily and greasy though. Like it's really hard to wash off. You basically got to like scrub a layer of skin off to get that stuff off. But it definitely works. Like if you go in the water, it definitely keeps, it stays on. Like, you got to take that stuff kind of seriously, or the UV just cooks you. And in Tassie, it's even worse, because they're more south. So they just get hit by that ozone hole. There you go.
Sarah Seshoven said, yeah, it gets in my eyes after a couple of hours.
Yeah. That was a VX SSU. They're pretty sweet. I think the VTs, they came with the 304 and LS1, but the VXs were all LS1s. Yeah, Thursday afternoon and the town's just dead quiet. There's not many people out and about. This time everyone's sort of wrapped up and gone home. Where are you located, right, Shogun? Are you in Australia? I get the feeling you might be down here.
Sarah Seshoven said, sorry, I don't know much about car lingo.
Oh, that's right, it's just model codes. Say,
Sarah
like,
Seshoven said, I'm in Sydney.
ah, right. Yeah, that explains it. Yeah, so we get the Japan time zone, which is awesome. Makes catching up with all those streamers easy. But then again, you want to watch US streamers, like, good luck. You need a sleeping disorder to catch those guys. Although sometimes I can watch Viceroy's stuff early in the morning, because LA afternoon is sort of our mornings. I gotta focus on getting up this hill. It's kind of sapping all the oxygen. And once I get to the top, it's pretty easy from there. Lots of downhill.
Sarah Seshoven said, can't wait for June or July when daylight savings reverts us back to just 1 hour ahead of Japan time again.
Yeah, it's good. And I think we get
Sarah
to...
Seshoven said, instead of the now 2 hours ahead.
Yeah, I think we get to sleep in a bit too. That's the good one. I like that change. We really don't need daylight savings down here. If they just adjusted the time zone a bit, it'd be fine. Like, winter's a bit harsh. You get up, the sun's just coming up, and then end of the day, you jump in your car and it's like already setting at like 5, and then by like 6 it's dark. Well, it's not for that long, it's like, what, 3 months it's like that? Yeah, Sydney's nice, man. You guys always have like a couple degrees warmer than us. But you feel it when you get off the plane. You're like, oh, this weather's immediately better. It seems to be more predictable up there too.
Sarah Seshoven said, that's the norm.
And you got a better rail network than us. I was surprised. I went up there. I've been to Sydney a few times. Well, I went up for a World Time Attack Challenge, I think it was 2010. And, yeah, train from the airport. And then the trains have tunnels and bridges so they don't intersect with the road network. And you get those double-decker
Sarah
ones.
Seshoven said, mate, South A is like 50 degrees right now.
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty chilly here, though. Yeah, I mean, South Australia goes up to the desert. Like, Mildura gets pretty toasty too.
Music Play said, yeah, I heard y'all's summer is going nuts this year.
Oh, it was for a little bit. It's cool now. Next week is like low 20s for the whole week. Like, we haven't had...
He said, OMG.
We haven't had like a really hot summer since I was in high school.
Said, I do like how your trams are free in the CBD.
Last time we had like a really hot summer, I'm talking like weeks on end of 30 plus days. Like I was still in high school. So it was like 20 years ago.
Beautyplay said, RUZI.
Hey, Rizzy. I don't have gambling enabled, man. I'm sorry. I can turn it on though. But where's the thrill if like I'm the admin and I can just win?
Okay, first time hearing your voice. Really deep.
Yeah,
Sad.
I've kept myself offline for a while. Like even on my computer, I don't have a mic hooked up to it usually. I think Viceroy was the first one to hear me actually.
Beautyplay said, Intense has a voice for prom narration.
Yeah, it's not
Robin said, I think it was like a decade ago. I remembered pouring water on my arm and it evaporated within 5 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't take much. It just goes. Now, I don't have like a good like presentation voice. I don't sound like the people on the news. It's like a trained skill. But I don't want to sound like them either. I prefer the more casual type.
Tamarizzi said, yeah, you could probably do an announcer voice.
Depends on the event. I've got like, when I hear my voice, it's more casual than I think it is. Like more laid back. Yeah, I think we'll cross over here.
Sarah Seshogan said, he got that sports bet ad voice.
Yeah, maybe I should jump on Kick and just like load up on the gambling ads. It's funny, man. Everyone's like, oh, I can't go to Kick because they promote gambling. And then every second ad on Twitch is a gambling ad in Australia anyway. And then they have the little disclaimer at the end. Do you really know what you're gambling with?
KEKW.
Yeah. The hypocrisy is real. I think it was just people like, you know, putting down a new platform because they were kind of invested in the one that they were already in. We'll go this way today. I'll show you like what we're waiting for them to build. Like this bike track should go all the way to the next town, but they haven't finished it yet. It'd be good when they do though. You can go all the way to Inverloch, which is more of like a touristy town. It's not that far away either. But they started doing this like during COVID and it's still not done.
Is you a bike electric? Sarah Seshogan said, speaking of Twitch ads.
No, it's not electric. It's in my About section if you want to check it out. I've done like a bunch of mods to it. It was sort of like a basic entry-level trek. It's like not a hybrid, but like a mix between like a city bike and like an off-road bike. And I've modded it to be more off-road. Which ironically for this is horrible because it's just paved road. But it's more comfortable. So yeah, this concrete, you can see it's all fairly new. Barely been used.
Tamarizzi said, Air 86 specs.
Yeah, I got them in there too.
KW.
We'll be doing car streams once I get a bit of maintenance done to it. Which will be starting really soon actually. I want to start doing videos on the rebuild this month. I reckon I've gotten over my camera shyness so I can jump in front and make a fool of myself. You actually got to be careful with this bit here because people do come through.
Tamarizzi said, wait, you actually have one.
Yeah, the picture of it's in my About section.
said, Mr. Fancy Affiliate. Now I had to wait for ads. I hope
sorry.
the Adapter Company and awesome-looking Hemsworth movie pay their share.
Yeah, it's probably been about half an hour now.
Sarah Seshogan said, ads are over for me.
Adapter Company. I wonder which one it is. Is it Ilanzi? Is it newer? Yeah, so this just goes up here. You can see where those signs are. That's like as far as you can go. They didn't used to have a fence up here, so you could go on it before it was finished, and then they blocked it off. And I don't know why, because like no one's working on it.
Tamarizzi said, oh my, I thought it's a Forza Horizon footage.
Yeah, the new Forza is going to be
Sarah
sick.
Robin said,
I'm looking
are
forward
you
to
more
that.
into Western cars or JDM?
That's it, man. It's all
said, sexy
JDM.
car. Ozzy Dunny said, they aren't clear about their company name. Looks dodgy.
Here we go.
Tamarazzi said, can't wait to hear the chimes in your streams.
Yeah, so they're still getting this done, and this goes all the way to Inverloch. It'll be good when it's done, it's just they're taking a while. It's a council job, so I don't know what sort of timeline they're on. They probably just do it when they got spare time. Yeah, I'm more into JDM cars. I still like my Australian cars, and you know, I appreciate American muscle cars and Corvettes and stuff like that, but they're not like my bread and butter. I don't know that much about them. The JDM stuff I'm a bit more knowledgeable about because it's what I grew up with. And I kind of really like the style of like the 80s JDM cars when they got real boxy and angular, and then like turbochargers and fuel injection and DOHC was all new tech, so they hyped the shit out of it. They all had like big stickers and stuff about it. Like if the car was turbocharged, they let you know.
Ozzy Dunny said,
really cool era.
I had to Google JDM.
Yeah, JDM means Japanese domestic
and
market.
Korean cars is the usual here.
Yeah, Korean cars are getting really good now.
One thing I hate about JDM cars is the leg space.
Yeah, they are a lot smaller than like US or Euro cars. They do have big models, it's just the big models weren't that popular because they're competing with like other luxury cars that are already doing that better.
Sarah Robin said, fair enough, I do like thinner stairs that need for speed influencing kidney.
We getting run over? Maybe. We can get run over by the JDM Corolla. Ah, they're turning, so we're good. Oh, there's a road down there. I don't know where that goes. I've never been there. Find out one day. Yeah, Need for Speed. Honestly, when Need for Speed did that Porsche Unleashed version, like that got me onto Porsches. And like I played that when I was like 14, 15, and
Ozzy Danny
yeah,
said,
paid off long term.
A Toyota is a better car, and because of geography and free trade deals, it's also cheaper than most from Europe.
Yeah, true. Plus there's like taxes and tariffs and all that stuff that just distort the prices. If you scrapped all that, like the price of cars would be way cheaper. But countries want to protect their local market.
GM is just domestic market, meaning where it was built or where it was sold.
Yeah, exactly. So, and like the Japanese cars, like the ones that they got in Japan, were always higher spec than what we got out here. They always put all the goodies in that stuff. Like the cars from the 70s with like aircon, power steering, cruise control.
Said, JDM, USDM, EDM, etc.
ADM, KDM, maybe CDM for China. Although I don't think anyone really cares about those yet. They haven't made a good name for themselves yet. But they're getting popular. I see like the BYDs and all that sort of stuff all over the place now.
Said, good for maintenance. I think Toyota is the most popular brand in Sydney.
Yeah. Yeah, Toyota just have a long history of being reliable.
The cars designed for Japanese roads are common enough imports here too.
Yeah, like they have, you know, much smaller roads, so we don't get a lot of their K cars. But their bigger stuff, we get plenty of that. Well, we kind of have to. Everything's imported here now. But I didn't used to like the Korean cars, but Kia and Hyundai have been doing like some pretty good work. Like they got the, was it N spec Hyundais? Like they're cool. Like you can tell the guys that put them together are enthusiasts. And they did like this crazy concept car that looks like a Back to the Future cyberpunk car.
Ozzy Danny said, Korea is getting better.
Yeah, they're getting really good. Like they're on the same level as Toyota easily. And they're cheaper.
User Play said, yeah, but you don't have actual JDMs all that much. You buy Admiral cars because they are for your market.
Yeah, so it's funny when I see like streams in the US, you see all the American cars, and like half of them I don't know what they are.
JDM there would be imported manually, technically.
Yeah, and all the cool cars, they only existed for a limited amount of time.
Here, but the Chinese cars too now. They actually seem okay.
People are starting to feel guilty now because they're taking all the cars out of Japan and then they're leaving nothing for the locals. Like, they've driven up the price of their entry-level sports cars, and it's sort of killing off drifting and the whole aftermarket car scene.
Said, "You gambling with the camera." User Play said, "I'm so glad China is banning hidden-ass door handles." Sarah Hogan said, "Seems back to normal now."
Oh, it's probably just like a bit of a dead zone. Should be alright up here. I changed some settings on the streaming side of things, so it should be a little bit, I think it should recover from dead zones faster. But in my tests, I never really got like big dead zones down here. It was fairly reliable.
User Play said, "OFC, we will be the last to jump on that logical bandwagon because MURIKA."
Oh. Now I'll try to read this without crashing. I need a better chat phone. I need something with a bigger screen. I'll get around to it one day.
Sarah Hogan said, "I wonder what the cell tower is around here. Seems far from the residential Aurora."
Oh, there's houses not that far from you. Like just on the right, there's a housing estate they're building.
Music, not always, literally. The company vehicles in one of my first jobs. The whole fleet was bought second-hand in Japan and imported. Cheaper. They were trash with hills.
Hang on, I'll catch up on messages in a second. This gravel makes it too hard to hear. I think I've got this thing maxed out on volume. We'll just pop it up a bit more, see. Yeah, it won't go any louder than that. Yeah, there's a couple cell towers around town.
Said, "Well, yeah, but like you said, greater than imported. If you go to a dealership, you don't purchase a JDM machine."
American cars already pumped. Like the 70s stuff went through the roof. Like it's worth megabucks, but now they're struggling to sell it because who can afford it? You know, young people are priced out.
Beauty Place said, "I feel like Aussieland and Japan have a pretty strong trade relationship."
Yeah, we have for a long time because they're so close. Like probably majority of our cars on the road are from Japan. And for a while, a lot of our electronics came from there too. But then Korea picked up their game and China picked up their game and Hong Kong, Taiwan. So we get majority of stuff from there now. There was a time when we used to make like most of the electronics here. And that stuff lasts forever. We've got a fridge from like the 60s and it's still going. The thing's just a tank. Kelvinator.
Said, "I just had the thought the other day where OEMs should build the older cars again for poor PPL."
Yeah, they should, but they can't because regulations.
94 Civic.
It's actually China that's doing that. They're making entire A86 shells now. They laser scanned an original shell, and now they're just producing the panels, and they produce an entire car. And if you've got the money to buy, like I think it's 10 of them, they'll do it.
Said, 60s. They do have some good designs.
Yeah, things looked good back then because there were no regulations. You could do what you want.
FK York regulations.
Just look good.
Ozzy Dunny said, "Muted, this is the major insurance company for my state. RACQ has a whole page just for the grey import."
Yeah, RACQ. I'm with RACV.
Very common.
They're really good.
www.rack.com.au. User Trace said, "We die in car crashes, like men."
And the other advantage with like RACV or RACQ is they have like resort areas and you get a discount if you've been with them for a while. So I'm on the silver one and I've only had third-party insurance with them. But you get like, I think it's like 10 or 20% off. So it's kind of worth it. That said, I've never used it. Let's do a quick tour through town. It's just down this way. better than going straight home. This is kind of a short ride. I want to extend it a bit. Not doing a long one, just sort of sticking around the town today. I got something, hopefully by Sunday, I'll have something cool to show off. It'll change what you guys see. I ordered it last night, so hopefully it arrives in time. And I've been trying to figure out how to do the car stream so they're not so shaky. Because the one the other day was a bit of a disaster. Like it wasn't unwatchable, but could be a lot better. So we'll go past the Aldi and I'll show you guys around town. It's only like 2 or 3 main streets. Well, the magpie's going to fight them. Bunch of galahs over there.
Ozzy Danny said, I checked out part of your VOD to see the shake. It was a lot.
Yep. I had a GoPro wedged between the headrest and the seat. And then it had a mobile phone holder on it. But yeah, it wasn't enough. It just shakes too much. But there's things you can do to fix it. But it costs a lot. If you want to mount like a
Ozzy Danny
camera
said,
to a car properly.
I asked Kat how the penguins were going and I was told about the party van experience.
Party van. I guess that'd be like the tour buses and stuff that they do. Alright, we'll cross over. That's the Aldi on the left here, where I get my 90-cent energy drinks. Because they're dirt cheap.
Ozzy Danny said, yeah, I also saw a penguin in your VOD.
Yeah, it was so dark, it was kind of hard to see. Like what I did was I brought my camera along and I wanted to set that up and they wouldn't let me do it. They're like, oh no, they'll encourage other people to do it. I'm like, oh, that sucks. So we're stuck with the phone camera. Like you can see some while the sun's still there, but yeah, it just got dark too fast and there weren't that many. I remember when I was a kid, there were like heaps of them that would come in. But the other day it was just like a handful. So they're either hanging out in the water, waiting for it to get really dark, or there's just not that many numbers of them anymore, which is surprising. There we go, got Auto Pro, and oh, it's a different petrol station. It used to be a Caltex here.
Ozzy Danny said, there was one when it was still light. You were walking on some boardwalk.
Oh
really
yeah.
Good shot of that one.
Yeah, that was up the top. Yeah, so you see this thing here, this like derrick looking thing. It's got a huge like speaker on top and it lets off like a workman's whistle that goes off at 12 o'clock every day. And it's so loud I can hear it from my place. Because you know, this used to be a coal mining town. And then over there, that is the whalebone. Like a whale washed up on the beach here and they just kept the bone for the jaw for it. Oh, something smells good. Someone's cooking something nice. Then we got Safeway up here. I refuse to call it Woolworths. It's always Safeway to me. And we'll jump on the other side of the road a bit.
Ozzy Danny said, Woolies.
No, it's always Safeway.
Said, all right, I gotta get some home stuff done.
Safeway till the day I die.
And catch ya later for no dinner.
All right, see you, dude. I will catch you later on. And we'll cross over here. There's the other main shopping centre down there to the right. But like, I hardly ever go there. The parking is such a pain and it's just not that interesting. They got like a couple shops and that's about it.
Ozzy Danny said,
get a load of
"Duck
this."
in and get me the deep lean cheese and a packet of the black shin ramyun.
We'll see if there's
Coles
any...
only has the 4 packs.
Yeah, check this out. So some of the prices for these houses. I always find it interesting to see what houses and residential's like in other places. So you go, Cape Patterson, $680,000 for what looks like a fibro shack. Maybe it's a bit more modern than that. Where's this? This is in Monthaggy, half acre, $875,000. Damn, where is that? They don't say, but I could figure it out from the top down, the drone footage. Miner's Cottage, $690,000 to $730,000. North Wonthaggi, $949,000. Did I say how big the block is?
Ozzy Dunny said,
Half acre.
$605,000. Salsa prices like here, and we have all the cashed up miners here.
Yeah. There you go. This is just a 2-bedroom one for $395,000. Like, prices are just insane. The only way you can afford these is if you're like a tradie and your main job is building houses.
Ozzy Dunny said, why are your
860.
prices like mining false inflation?
Yeah, all of Melbourne's like this. Like, where I used to live is even worse. I saw a place across the road. What happened? They had an auction. This family moved in. They spent, I think it was $1.36 million, right? And they were only there for a year. Then they sold up, and it was like 1.2 something. So in the space of a year, the dude that bought it lost over $100,000 on that house because they went over the auction price that they had set themselves, and because they wanted it. And obviously, interest rates went up, and then they just lost it. They couldn't afford it anymore.
Ozzy Dunny said, ouch.
Yeah, like that's $100,000 in a year. That's insane. And like, I'd hate to know what the loan for it would be like. Oh, hang on, I've got to fix the camera. I always forget about this. But yeah, the loan price would be even more now because the interest rates just went up. Like, it's nuts. And a lot of my friends, they bought houses when the interest rates were almost at zero, like in the middle of COVID. But what happens is the prices can only go up. They're not going down. And usually when you buy a house, you basically max out what you can afford. Seems to be like the only way you can get in. It's like a big trap. If you can survive it, like, yeah, it works good for you in like 20, 30 years. But it's not easy. So this is like the main street of town. This is where all the good little shops are. And at the end of this, we got a KFC. There's little arcades, like you can go in. I've never actually been in the arcades, so I don't know what's down there. But it seems to be like accountants and like, you know, insurers and financial planners, that sort of thing. There's another real estate place, and one up here as well. They're everywhere. There's a couple of good pubs here. This pub's okay, but the one on the corner is good. You know, the Whalebone, they're really good. And the best one is the Workman's up here on the right. So if you're ever down here and you want to grab something to eat, go to the Workman's. They got the best selection of food, best service. It's nice and quiet in there too. There should be like a cinemas up here as well. There's a pretty good fish and chip shop up here too. Like one-stop fish and chip shop. They do some good stuff. Yeah, there they are. They're popular. Place goes off on a Friday night.
Ozzy Dunny said, angled street light is drunk.
Yeah, so the angled parking's been like this for a while, but what they've done is they've put these like trees in everywhere that take away car parking spots. And it's just stupid. But the car parking space is limited as it is. So I don't know why they'd get rid of it. Alright, we'll cross over. This is just a Ford mechanic.
Ozzy Dunny said, not the parking. The lights before were at an angle.
Oh yeah, they are too. Yeah, I guess they kind of stand out more like that. They're just the pedestrian, like, warning ones. Yeah, so this pub here is awesome. Workman's Club. It's all like mining themed and stuff inside too. And they got good food, good desserts. So I like that place. And then what do we got up here? Oh yeah, the glasses place. more, more housing, residential stuff. It's like every second place is just to sell homes. That's the Australian economy now. We sell homes to people. We don't do anything else. We just build homes and sell them. And then if we go up this way, you've got like the really old part of town where all like the official stuff used to be, like town hall and the council and all that. But not many people really come up here because there's not much parking. And it's just all the official stuff anyway. Suzuki Jimny. Those are sick. Oh, and there's a camera shop up here too. And they process the film that I have. They do the 110 film. It's up here, it's just not a whole lot. There it is, Foons Photographics. And I don't know if I can order new film from there. I think I just get it from eBay or like Amazon. But they process it, so when I get a couple more rolls done, I'll bring them in and get them done. There's a sushi shop up here somewhere. I went there the other day. Yeah, I think it's this one here on the left. Yeah, there it is, a sushi place. Pretty standard stuff for like a town. Well, I kind of like this better than where I used to live. Because if you wanted to go to the shops, you had to go to like Knox City, and then impossible to find parking there. And everyone's in like a bad mood. People out here are so chill and relaxed, it's awesome. I like that. See that sticker? Now check this out.
Ozzy Danny said, that is the first time I've seen an op shop actually spell it out in full for the sign.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the Bunnings sticker, that's cool. Bogans everywhere. I'll bet you they beat it by 10% or less.
Ozzy Danny said, the sticker. Ozzy Danny said, ha 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 ha.
Yeah, it's cool, eh? What else we got here? That's good, it's just a really good variety of shops down here. And you know that they're owned by just like, GPUs. But they're owned by just small business people who
Ozzy
actually
Danny
care about
said,
the place.
I love that sticker. I want one.
Yeah, if you look it up online, I'm sure there'll be a way to get it. Unless they like printed it out themselves. This pizza shop's pretty good. Joe's Pizza. They're probably the best one that we got in town. And then this is the chemist, the Miners Dispensary. They have probably been here forever. They have like a membership thing as well. Alright, we'll double back and maybe we'll go up the long way to get home. We'll cross over up here. It's still nice and warm. It hasn't gotten cold yet because the sun's still out. But when I jumped on my bike, I'm like, oh, it is a bit brisk. Yeah, here's one of the doctor's clinics, and then there's the other one over there. So this is the public one, right? Bulk billing. And then there's the private one. But for a while, they didn't do bulk billing here, which is stupid because they were the only one available here. If you're sick, where are you going to go? And there's a lot of old people down here too, and they rely on that. And for some reason, they shut it down. It was like $50-$60 a booking. So if I just wanted to get like a script filled, $50-$60 to go in there and do that. It's just stupid. Alright, we'll cross over here. Try not to get run over. We'll be right. Yeah, and there's the shopping centre. It's got a Centrelink down the bottom, JB on this end, Kmart. Liquorland, there's a Coles in there. It's like a jewellery store. A couple other places, nothing special. The JB's not bad, like it's a fairly big one. But it replaced EB Games, it replaced like a $2 store. It replaced like a bunch of other really good shops that were there. And they're only there to compete with Harvey Norman anyway. Plus, if I want any sort of electronics thing, I'll just go on Amazon, and it's often cheaper, even after delivery. So the only advantage of that place is you get it on the day, but you got to pay for it. So, kind of hard to justify spending the extra money there if you can just be patient for a little bit. Oh yeah, in the shadow I can feel it's cold.
Ozzy Danny said, I think it must have been a national issue with Medicare, the doctors and that. Because I purposely chose a private doctor so I could get in fast, but now they bulk bill it seems. And now it takes 2 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, bulk billing, like you open it up, people are going to use it. But before, I could just turn up. I didn't even have to make a booking. And then after COVID, they were just booked out.
You want free or fast?
Yeah. They were just booked out for like weeks. And I would try call, like, as soon as that opened, like, hey, can I make a booking? And like, sorry, everything's booked out. I'm thinking that's impossible. Like, you've had the phones open for like 30 seconds. So something suspicious was going on there. Because at the start of COVID, I got bit by like a spider or something. I had all these problems. Like, I got COVID, I was sick, I was in bed. And while I was in bed, I got bit by some spider. And I had like some weird, like, this like weird mark on my face. It just wouldn't go away.
I think people booked the day before.
Maybe. But like every time I'd ring up, they'd be like, no, we're booked 2 weeks in advance. I'm thinking, well, what's the point? Like, I'm sick now. I'm not going to be sick in 2 weeks. I need help now. So I ended up going back to my old doctor in Rowville. They were way better. And they just said, look, go to the hospital. You need to go to the hospital and you need antibiotics. Tell them we said to do this. So I did that, and then the hospital stuffed me around. I eventually got some pretty strong steroids and antibiotics. It didn't seem to do anything. It didn't make a difference. And then just over time, it went away. I'm like, oh, okay. Whatever it was, my body fixed it.
Ozzy Danny said, how is it that every story that's bit by a spider in my bed I ever hear is Victoria?
Yeah.
WTF are you doing down there?
I figured out where they come from too. We've got an AC vent above my bed, and I was just in bed watching YouTube, and I felt something near my foot. Like a little rock fell.
Victorian spiders love watching people sleep.
Yeah, so this like bug fell on my bed. I'm like, where the hell did that come from? And like, the only spot it can come from is the vent. So recently I cut up some like wire mesh, and I cut it to size, and now it's secure.
Most of the Jeeps here are on that hot dog site.
Most of the GPs are, yeah. I mean, I still prefer just like a small family doctor setup where you just ring up, you go in, they know you, they got all your records. You can get in on the day. Because like the setup that they had before, if you've got kids that are sick,
you'll need more house geckos to keep the spiders out.
Yeah, my sister has those. Like, they straight up lay eggs and stuff in the bathroom, and they eat all the stuff, all the bugs and spiders in the house. Yeah, there's all the kangaroos again. But yeah, we get like huntsmans and whitetails down here, and I think it was a whitetail that got me, because there was a dead whitetail in the hallway, like the day after.
Ozzy Danny
like, well,
said,
that's got to be that.
I'm in an ad. Chastard said, all chickens.
How's it going, Chastard?
Chickens.
Yeah, and also if you do your wash outside on like a washing line, like that is the fastest way you can just bring spiders inside.
Ozzy Danny said, back.
Yeah, just a short one. I've got the ads on minimum, so they don't interrupt too much. I made 10 US cents on the last big stream that I did with the ads. Raking it in. You know, after conversion, that's 15 cents Australian. I can almost afford a 30-cent cone. Except they're like, what are they now? Like $1.50 or something? I haven't bought a cone from Macca's in years. But I remember when they came out, they were 30 cents. And then KFC one-upped them and did the 25-cent cone. And then it took like a year or two, and then they went up to 50 cents. But they were still pretty good value, you know? Like 50 cents, you get a crap load of ice cream. Wasn't bad. But now, oh man, a McFlurry is like $5 or something. and they don't even fill the thing up properly. It's just not worth it. I remember Hungry Jack's used to do like the summer stunner deal. That thing was sick. It was like $5 or $6. You get a cheeseburger, chips.
I do genuinely wonder if the thing is this. If I dry my sheets outside in Queensland, it takes like an hour and I can haul them in.
Yeah,
But
you
in
just got to check the
Victoria,
spiders.
they take all damn day out there.
I put them in our garage, and on a hot day, I washed one of my big jackets the other day, and it was dry by the end of the day. It was like a 30-something degree day. But even on a normal day, like 2 days in the garage, and everything's dry. But you don't get like the sun to bleach everything. But I'll take that over just dragging spiders in all the time. Oh, looks like someone's knocked this fence over. Yeah, like, I don't know how people dry their clothes when it's humid. My sister's placing cans. She's like, got to use the dryer, otherwise you get mold on stuff. Because it just never dries. The humidity won't let it. Alright, we're nearly back. I know there'll be like a little dead spot up here. Every time I go past this like pole with a big transformer on it, there's a dead
Danny
spot.
said, but it's also windy and hot. Chastard said, I leave it inside with maybe a dehumidifier running.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best ways to do
Especially
it.
during winter.
Well, you probably don't have a choice. I mean, you're definitely not putting it outside. But yeah, I'm a fan of just drying it inside on a clothesline. Chisholm. It's like a remote learning TAFE sort of deal. I didn't go to Chisholm, I went to Swinburne and I went to Monash. I did Monash for uni and I went to all 3 campuses down here. And then I did like a business course at Swinburne.
Ozzy Danny said, I have the plant allergy, so I dry inside.
Yeah, otherwise you get all the pollen
I've
and
often
stuff.
dried stuff inside, at night, under a ceiling fan. Dry in like 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, the heat will just do it. Like if it's over, I don't know, like 23, 24 degrees, stuff dries so fast. It's just winter, it can take a while, you got to plan ahead. But we've got a solar set up, and I just chuck everything in the dryer when it's daytime. Oh, not everything, but like sheets and handkerchiefs and that sort of stuff. And it does a good job. Yeah, I think that dead spoon's not this pole, it's the next one. So heads up, I will be back. Yeah, there it is, transformer one. Be interesting to see on the VOD if it's dropped out here or not. They should recover fairly fast. Oh, I'm getting worn out. This is a bit of a different stream. I'm doing just like a normal exercise one, where I don't pedal so lightly. Keep the heart rate up. Which is good for my health, but it makes it difficult to talk to people. Yeah, hopefully it's come back by now. Oh. That's weird, the mobile phone tower is like right there as well. Should be getting a pretty strong signal.
Ozzy Danny said, looks fine to me.
Did it drop at all? Because I made a change, it should reconnect faster, I think. changed H265 from RCMP back to SRT, and it should be better.
Ozzy Danny said, I don't think it did.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so that must have been the problem. And I think the other change is chat doesn't have as big a delay now. So when you type something, I hear it faster. There's the mighty Bunnings. This used to be a caravan park. Then Bunnings bought the whole place, and there was a caravan park and like a pub. And I remember on the last night, the pub, they before they tore it all down, they had like a huge party, just the owners. It was like a Tuesday night, and it was just like the place was popping off.
Ozzy Danny said, hey look, it's that store, bogans everywhere.
Nah, it's just people who want to throw money at their houses and gardens. The real bogans go to Super Cheap and Auto Pro. That's where the action happens. Fix up the Commodores and the Toranas. Oh, and was it BCF? Boating, camping and fishing. We got one of those too. So we had a Bunnings before this one, and they moved up here. And then the old spot, they just converted over to like a few stores. I haven't been to any of them yet. I should check them out one day. They got like some discount store, and I have no idea what they do. It seems very, very generalised. So they're probably like a cut down Kmart. Yeah, sun's about to set. It's about to get real cold. Hopefully Luke's started by now, we can raid him. But might have a couple of other options out there. Yeah, that was a bit of a tongue twister.
Ozzy Danny said, I think I've been to our Bunnings maybe twice, haha. I'm not big into the yard stuff, okay.
Yeah, but they are useful if you need certain things, so you do end up going every now and then. But yeah, it's definitely more like if you're a DIY type person. Oh, I need a drink. Yeah, up there's the CFA building, and then the paramedics are down the other side. Let's see if I can raid without getting off my bike. Now, there's a way to do it straight from this app. Here we go, 2 clicks, too easy. Alright, who's on? It doesn't really show many people. Oh, there we go. Jonan's on, and AGC is on. We'll raid AGC, because I think I raided Jonan last time. AGC is like a cosplay streamer in Taiwan. He goes to all the events, and he does interviews, and he talks to the girls, and covers basically the whole event. And it's pretty interesting. He goes a lot of places too. He travels like almost all of Southeast Asia. So I believe he's in Taiwan at the moment, and he'll be streaming all weekend for this event that they got. I think it's like Final Fantasy event, or a similar name. So I'll raid him. He's a cool dude. And I found him through Jonan as well, so he's like friends with her. Now, let's expedite the raid. Oh man, my glasses are fogging up. We go here. Go to my stream. It's such a convoluted process. We go here. Mute.
Ozzy Danny said, thanks for the vicarious fitness.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for coming along. I was a little worried at first. I was going along and it was just dead quiet for ages. I'm like, oh, maybe everyone's just busy today. Close mod views. Here we go. Alright, raid message will be... Actually, I don't know what the raid message will be. Just say raiding from Australia. Like Aussie raid will do. Something like that. Alright guys, I'll catch you in a Luke stream later.